6 months check-in. This is the first 6 months where we've been accountability partners.
Yes.
This was a bit of a whim on my part. I was doing my goals.
A whim on my part, but yeah.
Doing a whim on my part to offer it to you. I was doing my goals alone. What was it? It was like the 31st or the 1st of January?
New Year's, January 1st.
January 1st? And I called you up and I was like, hey, do you want to do something crazy with me?
Said yes. And I said yes.
You did. You jumped in, which was awesome. So, am I asking the questions first?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right. So, what has been the biggest benefit of having an accountability partner?
I think the biggest benefit for me is really making that time once a month to actually sit down, hash out, think about everything, and decide what my priorities are, how I'm going to achieve them, and then have a sounding board to actually discuss them with somebody. What about you?
For me, it has been, I'm going to get a little naughty with the language, but no fucking around with scheduling time, place, and the reward. You kept me very on par with that. Just having somebody else has made me be very diligent about.
You deserve a reward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we've kept this up. Like we've been religious about it, which is pretty awesome.
I think it's helped having someone in order to keep it up.
Okay, so what is something you've accomplished that you might not have without this check-in process?
I would say the amount and level of growth in how I handle personal and professional relationships, and also the shift in my habits to support better mental and physical health. I don't think I would have gotten as far as I did without having someone else to discuss these things with, to check in with, to push me and say, no, actually, what you're thinking is right and you're not delusional. You should push forward and go for this. So, yeah.
And for me, you've been really key in helping me receive myself with more grace and in my learning of how I need to adjust with life events, health situations, etc., to continue to reorient without being so hard on myself.
I think you've given me some of that opposite too, being a little more structured than I was lacking in the ephemeral view.
Next question, how has this partnership, so you and me as accountability partners, helped you stay aligned or motivated?
It gives me a reset point that we meet once a month, and the fact that I have an accountability partner gives me that, like, okay, I can call on this person in difficult situations in the month, and I'm usually like, okay, when I have a difficult situation, who do I want to talk to about this? And it always feels easier talking to my accountability. I know who to go to, I know who will understand, what I'm going through and what I'm trying to achieve. So, yeah, what about you?
For me, it's been really interesting because I've tried to have accountability partners in the past. I've done different seminars, workshops, and that's always been something that's been teaching, but I never found what I have with you with the past partners. And what's interesting and intriguing to me is our goals are very different.
Some similarities on some of it,
but despite that, your input and insights have helped me problem solve in places where I was stuck and unmotivated. And for me too, you've become our relationship, which was friendly and pretty casual back in January, and I was really like, what on earth am I doing asking him? But for some reason, that little voice, and it's turned out to be so beneficial for me on so many levels.
For me as well.
What surprised you the most about the process?
How much I had room to grow, but also how much faster and better my growth would be doing it with someone. And I know that, it's, everybody knows this as a general concept, but actually living through it, doing it with someone, I'm like, no, I can practically see that I'm advancing a lot faster than just, thinking of self-improvement on my own all of last year, let's say, So if I compare my growth this year to last year, definitely a lot more exponential having someone, having that structure in the questions you send me every month has helped align me and get me in focus.
Awesome. And for me, I kind of touched on it, but for the first time, I'm realizing in my life how much easier it is with someone else. This is stuff that I've done by myself year after year, and to have this partnership working between us for the accountability, it has helped me push my growth so much farther, but also the enjoyment and the ease. One word to describe how this journey has felt so far.
Okay, you go first because I picked 2 words.
For once that you picked more words than me.
I know.
I picked flow.
Okay.
That's how it's felt for me. It just flows. It's
Okay.
easy.
Cool. That's good to hear, actually. So first I wrote. Well, it was gonna be 3 words, but I'll do. First, I was just gonna say amazing. Then I'm like, that's too classic and generic. So I thought enlightening is a better word that describes, because I feel like I've learned a lot, but my eyes have been open to a lot of things by discussing them with you, by seeing what you're going through and feeding off of that. And then my second word, so enlightening is the first, is motivate. Even yesterday I was like, ugh, we have another meeting tomorrow. I'm like, dude, I did nothing this month, and I'm like, no. It always goes really well. I always enjoy it, and I always feel like I gain from it some mental clarity and some mental peace, I would say. So enlightening and motivating is my word.
Awesome. And it's true, you raise a good point that when we are alone, we kind of get into that dark place sometimes of, I didn't get anything done, I didn't hit what I was supposed to hit, and I think we've both been really good with each other of, hey, no, do you remember you did that thing? And no, do you remember you forgetting that you had this challenge during the month, and you're
and here's your reward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, right.
Awesome. So on that note, we picked a special reward for our 6 months.
Can't wait. We're going jet skiing.
So hopefully next weekend.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to open in the middle of the week, but yeah. Looking forward to it.
Well, I feel so blessed to have you in my life as an accountability partner and as a really, really good friend.
Me too. And I look forward to at least the next 6 months.